Hello Aquarius, welcome to your weekly reading here on Dove and Serpent Tarot. My name is Paul. If you're watching this reading was meant to find you. Please hit the like button, leave a comment, consider subscribing to the channel, especially if this reading resonates with you. Now this is a general reading, so try to be open and receptive to whatever may come through during our time together. I am merely the messenger, and I ask you to connect directly with each of these cards and use your own intuition to take you beyond the details that I provide. And remember, Aquarius, that the most important part of any tarot reading is you. Four of Pentacles. This is the card of health and wealth, of fitness, of finances. It is safety, security, and stability. Okay? And I feel like this is you being a person of habit, right? Being in a good routine in your life. I think that you're focused on foundational issues of your life. You know, our foundations of health. You know, our physical activity, the things that we eat, how much sleep we're getting, how much water we're drinking. Foundations of finances, you know, making sure that we have a steady income, a good budget in place, we have savings goals, etc. I feel that you're someone who functions very well in a routine, you know, but I kind of feel that you tend to stagnate if you're in that routine for too long. Yeah, anytime we get a 4, we start looking around for the 5. Where's the change? Where's something new? Where's the novelty? Where's the wolf at the door, maybe? Yeah. It could be we're in this wonderful 4 of Pentacles phase of life. We're focused on the fundamentals, the foundations of things, and things are going good. We're building the habits, the routine is going well, but then we're just like, okay, when is the disaster going to hit? You know? Well, let's put this card into a little bit of context and see what is taking place. We've got a Hanged Man. We've got a 6 of Cups. We've got the Emperor. We've got the Eon and the High Priestess. Wow, very nice. A lot of major arcana here, you know. And I think really it's kind of like you're in this 4 of Pentacles. You're in your house, you're waiting for disaster to strike. But I don't think it is disaster, right? I think what is perhaps, what is striking is inspiration, right? With the Hanged Man here, it's kind of, you're being told to kind of surrender to this routine that you've created, to this vibe, this, you know, I can't help but feel that this is your home, and your home is right now a very healing and very harmonious place, right? Enjoy that, stay there, do that, immerse yourself in it, you know. You were kind of, the last place that we should be worried or nervous or fearful or anything like that, or feeling insecure, is at home. Your home is your sanctuary. Your home is where you can just sort of, you know, you can go around in your birthday suit and just lie on the couches, just sprawl across the floor and do whatever you want. Dance across the living room, whatever you feel like doing. This should be our safe place, you know. And I think Spirit is showing a lot of protective energy around you. And I think it is through your stabilizing yourself in this way, in this 4 of Pentacles home environment, healing, resting, staying in the groove, staying in the routine of life, staying in the flow, and helping to strengthen those fundamentals, strengthen that foundation, I think is really leading you. It's kind of like, it's the way our good habits lead to amazing things. We're waiting for disaster to hit, but Spirit's saying, no, immerse yourself in this and let it affect you, let it heal you, trust in it. Because it is through your daily efforts, the habit, the routine, drop by drop, day by day, creating this doorway into your future. Right? Creating this, I mean, this is a doorway of fire. This is a really big opportunity headed your way. This is a leveling up. Okay? I think this is brilliant. If there is anything, though, that you would like me to pray over or meditate upon or send positive energy toward, please let me know in the comments. Okay. Let's do the rest of our cards. Yeah, Path of the Serpent here. We have a Princess of Wands, a Queen of Wands, Princess of Cups, and Queen of Cups? No, but a Knight of Pentacles. A lot of court cards over here, right? So, I kind of feel that over here we've got preparation. It's almost as if we've got hermit mode. It's kind of like you're staying inside the house. You're being a little introverted. Because very soon you're going to be called upon to take a lot of extroverted paths. Okay? A lot of people over here. These people are outside of your current position. Okay? This is activity. These are people that you deal with outside of your home. Let's say your sanctuary. And the Hanged Man is, I think Spirit's way of telling you that if maybe this is like, maybe you're on vacation, maybe you've got some time off, maybe you're feeling very introverted right now. Maybe right now your social calendar is pretty empty. Good. Use this time wisely to heal, to strengthen yourself, to experience the joy and the jubilation and the exhilaration of your life right now. As if it's a very calm time in your life, enjoy it, because it's about to get really busy and perhaps social over here on the Path of the Serpent. Okay. So if we're spending our entire time off worried about things, we're not using the time wisely. If you're at home and you still feel on edge, you're expecting the wolf at the door, then something's got to change, right? It's kind of like someone who goes on vacation. You're supposed to be resting and relaxing and enjoying your freaking self, right? But you're worried about things. You're worried about the house. You're worried about work. You're worried about the pets. You're having a miserable time. Might as well not have even went on vacation, you know. So this is the time in your life where you have to enjoy where you are and what you're doing, because I think it's a little bit of downtime. I think that it is a slower period of time in your life right now. Things are a little more mellow. So use this, right, to your benefit. Don't create problems where there aren't any, you know. And I think that's really the Hanged Man, is just allowing yourself to be in vacation mode. Allowing yourself to be inside your house and feeling like, yeah, this is my sanctuary. If I want to tap dance naked on the shag carpet, I'm going to. You know? If I want to sit around and watch YouTube and just eat chips and get crumbs all over the couch, that's fine. It's mine. You know, this is your safe place. This is your day, your moment. Maybe it's a week, whatever it is, to just unwind yourself, you know. And Spirit is saying, immerse yourself in this particular period of time in your life that I think you have a very, I don't know, I kind of feel like it's really the joy of just living a kind of almost a monk-like existence, where I think you wake up early and you do your exercises, you get your tea, you maybe go outside and sit and watch the sunrise, maybe you feed some of the squirrels, and you go back inside and you might read the paper or listen to the radio, put on music, make breakfast, we'll shower eventually, you know, and maybe play with the cat for a couple hours or something. And it's just very leisurely, but I think it still has a routine to it. And it's just like you're trying to just focus on your own house, you know, and the self-care stuff. And I think that's really, really important for you. Let's select our mystery card, bonus card, confirmation card. This is a random card from the Smith-Waite Tarot. This is the factor infinite and unknown. It's going to go right here. And cheer or fear, Belschnickel is here. Now, we're not going to look at that card until the end, but it will tie everything together and give us our confirmation. If you have a prediction for that card, put it in the comments down below. Okay. Let's take a look around the room, because we do see a lot of major arcana energies. And I think perhaps because of forces outside of your control, you find yourself immersed in your own internal world, your own home environment, right? You're focusing on your house. Okay, a lot of major arcana. We do have fire, we do have water. We don't have any air, which I think in this case is a blessing not to have swords cards. And of course we have our earth, and we have more earth here. So I feel like this is a time of preparation. This is a time of you sort of resting, relaxing, building up building up yourself, building up your health, establishing good routines, good habits, and really communing with yourself. And I almost feel like this is kind of this is a hermit energy almost over here, right? I feel like you're communing with yourself. You're getting in touch with sort of what makes you happy. You're having a very good experience just being with yourself. You know, you're doing you right now. I think that's exactly what you should be doing. The Six of Cups underneath everything. This is a desire for a sort of a connection. Yeah. Usually this is a card of social connections. So I want a sense of community. I want a sense of resonance with people. I want connections. I want intimacy. I want bonds with people, you know. But this is also a connection that we need to have with ourselves. You need to love yourself. You need to take care of yourself. You need to be able to sit there and laugh with yourself, you know. Enjoy the time that you spend with yourself. Okay. And I think that we need this right now more than ever, because your life's about to get real busy, you know. And I see that this is the connection that you have with your own body. You know, knowing how your body feels, especially with these two, maybe you're recognizing that there are particular aspects of you physically that don't feel so good, that need a little bit of attention. Maybe you got a sore elbow. Maybe your neck's been hurting lately. And this is just a time in your life where you can take the hot baths. You can get the massages. This is a self-care kind of thing. Okay? And the Six of Cups is that resonance, that connection. We feel like we are in harmony with ourselves, with our bodies, our hearts, our minds. We just feel that you're having a good time being alone. You know, some people don't know how to be alone, don't know how to spend any time alone. Maybe you got your whole family downstairs, but you can just be up in your master bedroom, in the bathroom or something, in the bathtub. Just you. And that's where you can really just sort of take a deep breath. Let it all out, you know, and really just enjoy those moments that you get to spend with yourself. Okay. I feel like you don't get many of these moments, especially with our Emperor in the background here, because I feel like you live a very busy life. You're very much in charge of things. I think you live as a bit of a leader. Maybe this is a reference to a business or some kind of a leadership role that you play. Well, sometimes even the boss needs to take a day off, you know, needs to rest, needs to be able to focus on things in your house that you got to do. Get your house in order, you know. How is your relationship with yourself? Because I think that this Emperor is the one that's in charge of all these people over here. We have a lot of court cards. And when we have court cards like that, it means that there's a group of people out there waiting for you, you know? But you're kind of like, you're taking your time. You're not rushing to go do whatever they need you to do. You're taking time for yourself. The Hanged Man, I think, is usually you sacrificing your well-being because of your obligation, the obligation of the Emperor, toward these other people. And therefore, you usually sacrifice your personal time, your personal space, your healing, your self-care, your self-love even. You usually sacrifice that because you've got a responsibility. The Emperor is the one with all the responsibility. Okay? But I think right now you're taking a break from that because you're not sacrificing your well-being for everybody else. You're prioritizing yourself today. That's what Spirit's suggesting to you. You prioritize yourself today. Because by doing that, it doesn't mean that you're somehow slowing down your ambition. Because see, the Emperor is very ambitious. You run something, you're the leader of something, you're in charge of something, right? Because you want to succeed, you want to make it grow, you want to have progress, right? But going into this Hanged Man position with our Four of Pentacles, this doesn't mean that progress stops. No, no, no. It may seem like that. The Hanged Man seems like they're not doing anything, right? They're just hanging out. They're just lying there, lazy, right? No. You are fortifying yourself in such a way that you can get back to work restored with even more ambition and make more progress. This is a very necessary phase. And without this, I think your Emperor would wither and die, right? You need the rest, the restoration. You need the self-care. You need the downtime. You need the alone time. You need to just kind of sit and laugh with yourself and feel good. And have a moment, right, with yourself. Connect with yourself. Connect with your house, your pets, your plants. Your people in a very healing way. Not connecting with your people in the way that the Emperor needs to in order to sort of give people direction or to fulfill your responsibilities toward those people. No, if you're focused on your people now, it's those relationships that are helping you to heal, that are helping you to relax. That's what it is, relax, right? And it's kind of like, Heisenberg says, relax. And that's the Emperor saying, yeah, right. Yeah, right, relax. Yeah, right. Well, that's why this is in the past position, because we've got to be able to turn that off sometimes. The Emperor doesn't want to turn it off because then it feels like I'm stagnating, I'm not making progress. There's something I should be doing, but I'm not doing it, I'm just hanging out. Well, by focusing on this self-care, I think you're preparing yourself for a very big leveling up. A very big something amazing. Something truly special is going to happen in your life. And you've got to get ready for it. You got to rest up. Okay? The Eon card is a fiery doorway to the future. It's altering the course of your life. And this is going to be one heck of an experience. You need to heal. You need to rest. You need to restore yourself and build yourself up. You need to prepare for this because this is going to be a big one. This is going to catapult you to a new universe, a new timeline. It's going to be a new era for you. So focus on your routines of self-care, of kind of just the foundational, fundamental things in your life. Your spirituality, your health and well-being routines, your self-care routines, right? Focus on those good habits because you're going to need them when you go through this doorway. This is going to be a challenge, And with the High Priestess in the future position, this is your intuition. How do you know when you're kind of ready to go through the doorway? This is a decision you're going to have to make. It's kind of like the decision to reactivate the Emperor energy, and then the Emperor goes through the doorway and gets back to here where you're taking charge of something. Maybe this is a few days before you have to start that new position. Maybe you're getting a promotion. Maybe you're starting a new job. Right? It's a few days before that big event. You need to rest and prepare. The High Priestess is showing you the way to your best life, showing you the way to the good life. Because right behind the High Priestess, right, the High Priestess is card number 2. Right behind the High Priestess, card number 3, is the Empress, right? The symbol of the good life. Yeah. The symbol of a life that is wholesome because it incorporates self-care. It's ambition, but it's self-care too. It's the perfect complement to your Emperor. I'm hoping the mystery card will be that Empress energy. And this is Spirit's way of leading you to the good life. The Emperor alone is not the good life. The 6 of Cups underneath everything, inside of you, you know what the good life feels like. Right? You know what happiness feels like. This is that feeling of resonance. This is that feeling of being connected, of being just in the moment and being exhilarated. This is a peak experience in life. This is an experience that you will never forget, because this is kind of like, in this moment, I feel happy, right? Reminds me of the incubus. We want to create more moments like this, don't we? Yeah. And so right now you're being told to remember what that feels like. Cultivate that in you now as we prepare, as we rest, as we focus on these positive habits, because we're about to level up. And the High Priestess is leading you in that direction, guiding you toward the good life. And now, Path of the Serpent. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please do. It is totally free. It supports the channel. I appreciate that. General energy. Sort of chomping at the bit here, right? We're ready to go. Now, I got to point out that these court cards all together mean there's a group, and you're responsible for them. But individually, the court cards say something about you. Okay? I don't want you to get confused about how I'm talking about them. So, it's in the context, it's a big group of people. Maybe you're the head of the family, maybe you're the head of the company, but individually now, the Princess of Wands is your general energy chomping at the bit. You're ready to go. You're just kind of like, it's hard for you to relax because you feel like you need to be doing something. You live in the moment, but it's kind of like, if you're not busy in the moment, you start to feel a little anxiety. It's hard for the Hanged Man to just kind of like stretch at your ease, and just relax. It feels like we always have to be doing something, making some sort of progress, pushing ourselves, challenging ourselves, because that's obviously part of our Emperor, our ambition. So it's a little bit difficult for you to relax sometimes, You'll figure it out. You just got to try, okay? You got to try to let it go. And the Hanged Man is all about letting it go. We're letting everything go. Letting everything just wash over us. There's a feeling, there's some anxiety. Let it wash right over you. Okay? Immerse yourself in the laziness, right? It's the art of nonchalance, right? It's the art of it's kind of like the dude abides, It's just totally relaxed, Just going with the flow of this situation. Allowing yourself to settle in to those routines. And it doesn't even have to be, we say routine and habit, and it doesn't have to be this very strict. And or if I don't have my coffee exactly at 5:45 in the morning, I get anxious. It just throws off the whole day. No, it's not so rigid, right? It's easy. It's relaxed. I'm just gonna wake up at whatever time around 5, 6. I'm gonna have my coffee and I'm gonna mosey. Mosey is the word, It's a habit, it's a routine, Mosey outside, mosey to the bathroom, mosey to the kitchen, mosey up some scrambled eggs, right? So it's a habit and it's a routine, but it's not so anxiously rigid and frantic and like, oh my God, if I'm a minute late, I'm going to freak out. No, right? It's chill, very chill. In the environment, we have someone who is trying to chill, but is having a difficult time. See, the fire energy here really does hook us back to our emperor. And I think that the Queen of Wands is, is trying to have relationships that are more chill, right? There's a little bit of water in the Queen. Kind of looking back and understanding, looking back at the past in the sense of, remembering what these feelings of resonance are, remembering what it felt like to relax. And then as you return to your duties, return to your responsibilities, you're bringing a little bit of that relaxation, a little bit of that chill attitude with you. And I think people in your life are going to say, wow, you seem different. You seem more relaxed lately. Yeah. I think you're discovering the key. You're discovering the secret of the good life, and you can have all this fiery ambition. You can be the hardcore business person, but you know how to sort of enjoy it, And so in a way, it's like we're not really taking things as seriously, but at the same time you are, So you're not just like frivolously like, oh, I don't care if we get the contract. I don't care if I do a good job. No, you take it very seriously. That emperor has ambition, but you know how to feel good. You know how to enjoy it. You know how to stay very intense and focused and work hard, but still be relaxed inside, And so this is going to affect your relationships. I think your relationships are going to be easier. The people that you manage, right? Or the people to whom you are responsible, or for whom you are responsible. Those people in those relationships are going to be they're going to be much more stress-free, much more calm, right? The one thing we don't see in the reading today is swords cards. We don't have that kind of cutthroat energy. We don't have that stress. We don't have that tightly wound energy. What we have is a Four of Pentacles and a Six of Cups. Very fundamental baseline, foundational tranquility. You're still going to work hard. You still have ambition. But we've let some of that stress go. And even in your relationships with other people, friends, family members, loved ones, coworkers, there's going to be a certain ease. You're still very serious and you still command respect and you can still give orders, But there's going to be something else there too. Yeah. It's going to be a little bit more chill. And now, of course, we've got some more water energy with our Princess of Cups. I think that you are having an awakening of, maybe new desires, but maybe not exactly desires, but new feelings, right? That you're sort of feeling this water energy of the Hanged Man and the Six of Cups. And now the Princess of Cups is kind of saying, hey, I think I want a life that's a little bit more chill. I want a life that's more relaxed and that's more kind of fun, that's more exhilarating. I still like the intensity of what I do. I still like being the boss. I still like ambition. I still want to succeed in what I'm doing. But I want to have more opportunities for resonance, more opportunities for connection. I want to feel more moments of exhilarating joy, right? And maybe our emperor had this very high energy job, very serious, high stakes, a lot of pressure. But you weren't enjoying it. You were kind of suffering it. But I think you're learning that you can have the same job, but you can enjoy it a lot more, right? It's just a little bit of a shift in how we are experiencing the world and how we are, how we're looking at our lives. Okay. So this might be a little bit of a break, a little bit of a timeout for you, to reorient yourself toward this resonance, connection, joy, tranquility. Because I think the Princess of Cups here is really saying, hey, I want that life. You know, I want that life a lot. We see the juxtaposition between the fire and the water makes us feel as if I can either enjoy my life or I can succeed and be ambitious and achieve my goals and you know, have a good career and make a lot of money, right? We always think the fire and the water are incompatible because we feel like when they come together, it creates the steam. It creates the 5 of swords, a 7 of swords, a 9, 10 of swords, stress, despair, right? It's a terrible feeling. And so sometimes it's like we either have to pick a happy life or a successful life. You know, we either have tranquility and intimacy and pleasure, or I have, you know, leadership and money and all these things. We think yin and yang are incompatible. I think fire and water are mutually exclusive. They're not. They're not. And I think that our princess energy, we're trying to find new ways. We feel almost a renewal, almost an exhilaration now of getting back to your regular life, your regular job, or whatever this work is for you. Getting back to it, but having a different experience of it, a different relationship with it. Because see, this is all fire, right? And this is all water. This is all water, this is all fire. But your new experience in your relationships is both water and fire. The Queen of Wands, right? The queens are the watery aspect of the suit that they're in. So this is water and fire. So this is you being able to blend the two together in a way that really works. You know, you're finding a new way of relating to your world. Still very ambitious, still very fiery, right? Still very kind of, you know, oriented toward progress and goals and all this stuff. But inside is having a pretty nice time, a pretty good experience, you know, staying very, not so much staying tranquil inside, but finding joy and exhilaration in what we're doing. And the Knight of Pentacles becomes your realization that through this doorway, there's a different future out there for you. There's the future where you can sort of have your cake and eat it too. You can have your fire and your water together. Where you can have success and ambition and well, you can have fun doing it, right? Because the Knight of Pentacles is always looking at the future. So you're able to look through this doorway and think, yeah, that's the future I want out there. A future where I'm succeeding, I'm climbing the ladder, I'm getting paid, I'm having, you know, a lot of success, I'm meeting my goals, I'm having achievements. But I also have resonance, connection. I feel good doing it. I feel a connection, I feel a strong bond between me and the work that I do. And it's fun for me. And I like it, and I like my life. And that's what we're looking at. The Knight of Pentacles looking into the future and thinking, I see the good life out there. You know, there's no straight shot to get there. There's no path. There's no plan. There's no swords cards. The Knight of Pentacles doesn't see the path to get to the good life, but knows it's there and is thinking, I'm going to go do it. Step by step, I'm going to cut my own path through this field to get to the good life, because it's different for everybody. There's no prescribed course. There is no path, right? There's only our very own sort of way, our very own path. Let's look at the mystery card. I really would like it to be the Empress. I kind of have a sneaking suspicion it's going to be some swords cards. If you have a prediction, though, put it in the comments, okay? Two of Cups. Oh, yeah, that's nice. This is the marriage, right? This is that urge to merge. This is falling in love with life. Well, maybe with a person too, but I feel like this is you. This is the Emperor now, who's fallen in love with the Empress, fallen in love with the best life, the good life, and now is out there finding it, living it, creating it, cooking it up, doing it. So I think that this is good because it's not showing the picture of your good life. Well, that's out there anyway. We have our Knight of Pentacles. We can see that in the future. This now is your commitment to it. This now is your urge. You feel it in your heart to get out there and live your life. Live the good life. Be happy, Go after your goals. Work hard. Have ambition. Have goals you want to reach. Have milestones. Right? But the good life is in how you're experiencing that work. The good life is not what you're doing, but how and why. I think this is truly amazing. We're going to do an extended reading too. If you want to stick around, there's a link up top. There's a link down below. New readings for Aquarius Thursday and Sunday. Be sure to watch both readings. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please do. It is totally free. It doesn't cost anything to subscribe. Leave a comment for me and let me know where in the world you're watching from. I want you to know that you're the most important part of Dove and Serpent Tarot. I thank you and I love you. And we're all in this together.